There we go, Mr. J. Perez. What's it called? No, I got it. Cuando la vea. I figured that one. Hey, cut me some slack here, man. It's Wednesday morning. I'm still trying to wake up here. Anyways, good morning. Double R Radio live on Facebook right now. Stop by and say hello, and I'll say hello, and we'll take it from there. But let me see here. Let me go over here. Let me get over here. We're cutting over here. I think we're good to go right here. Let me go over here and do this right over here. And I think we're good to go over there. And there we go over there. And we're good. Anyway, hey, man. I gotta make sure that all the X's and O's here are taken care of. Anyways, Wednesday morning it is Hump Day Wednesday. You're probably going, Robert, what the hell's your problem, Robert? About what? And I know what you're thinking. Why are you wearing a Dallas Cowboy cap when they're not even in the Super Bowl? They weren't even in the playoffs. I mean, they've been losing and losing. Why are you? Because I'm a Cowboy fan, but I really couldn't. I wanted to put on a ball cap, and my daughter got me this one for Christmas, and I just don't want it to be sitting there. Hey, man, my Mika bought it for me, so I can wear it. I'm allowed. Hey, cut me some slack here. Um, Got my coffee working right now in my Double R Radio Morning Show coffee mug. You can order it at robertrivasradio.com. Click on the store button. Um, Do not forget, coming up here in about 17 minutes, I'm going to be putting the spotlight on the year 1975, and we'll talk more about 75 when we get there. Anyways, yesterday for dinner, I hadn't eaten all day. This is all true, man. I hadn't eaten all day, and I was starving. Man, I was starving, warving. So, I made myself some spaghetti. I made some meatballs. Well, I didn't make them. I just kind of like microwaved them, but that's like making them, right? And then I got my spaghetti sauce. I made a couple of garlic breads with 5 cheeses on top. And for dessert, I had what did I have for dessert? Oh yeah, I had what did I have for dessert? What was that thing? Right. What was that thing that I ate for dessert? I think it was a donut. I don't know. I don't remember, but my dinner was good. And I'm telling you, man, I tore into the. I love spaghetti. I really, really do, man. I can't eat it every day, of course, but I love spaghetti, man, and it's so easy to make. It really is, and it's so cheap. Speaking of cheap, let me go here for a minute. You know, um, I'm gonna come clean about something here, and you're probably going, "You coming out of the closet?" No, there's nothing to come out of the closet about. But let me just say this: is that um, when I go to HEB, this is all true. I'm very picky about certain things and not so picky about other things. It's just a matter of how much it costs. Now you're probably going, "What are you talking about?" Well, let me tell you. Now I'll get this part out of the way before I get to the cheap part. Let's just say I need to go buy beer. Okay, I go to HEB. I know what I'm going to buy. It's either going to be Michelob Ultra, Shiner Bock, Dos Equis, Corona, or a Modelo. Top-notch beers. Little pricey. I don't care. I'm worth it. Well, right, some people don't seem to think so. That's another story, but that's okay. Now, that being said, I don't look twice, at the prices. As long as it's within, I know what it costs. As long as a dollar go up, they go down, no problem. Yesterday, when I went to HEB, paper towels. Now, the HEB paper towels are pretty good, and they're a little pricey, but I don't mind. But what gets to me is that they got the pricey HEB paper towels right there, and then they got the paper towels that ain't worth crap, but they're cheap. And I'm thinking, if I buy HEB, 9.89 6 pack. If I buy these, I get 12, 4.99. Man, that's $5. I can do a lot with $5. And I start thinking, man, I may have to go cheap, even with toilet paper. Sometimes, man, I'll roll the dice and I'll try a cheap one to if I can save a couple of bucks. And but more, usually I get the good stuff. I get the good toilet paper. But once in a while, I've tried the cheaper ones to try to save a dollar, and it doesn't work out. Heck, man, one time, this is all true. One time, Mia, my oldest grandbaby, Crystal, Man, she came over here, her and her mom and everything, and we were here, whatever. And she went upstairs to go use the restroom. All true. 10 years old. She comes back down and she goes, Mom, Mom. And she goes, what, Mia? Grandpa got the cheap toilet paper. What do you mean I got the cheap toilet? Grandpa, that's cheap toilet paper. I said, hey, man, throw me under the bus. So when they call you out like that, you got to be careful because, when you have company come over, whatever, you'll be called out. You really will. They say, hey, Robert, why is it that you can have expensive beer but cheap toilet paper? I guess you're right. So yesterday, like I said, I was looking at the paper towels and I go, I can go with HEB, which is pretty pricey but very good, $9, or I can get double the amount of rolls of paper towels, half the price. And I ended up getting the good stuff, man. I could have kept $5 in my wallet, but I said, man, I'm worth it. And it's all true. So there you go. So I'm cheap, but I'm not that cheap. Come on. Hey, hey, man, you gotta give yourself, the good stuff too, man. And you understand, you know where your money goes, and it's very, very true. Let me do some good morning shout outs here. Here we go. Good morning shout out to Donna Contreras, Dallas, Texas. Good morning. Double R Radio sponsor, Cindy Martinez Hernandez, San Antonio, Texas. Double R Radio sponsor, Primo, Roger Rivas, Mission City, Hotshot Delivery Services. Good. It is. Buenos dias, buenos dias. Don't want to miss anybody here. I think we're good to go. Let's see here what I got to talk about. Do not forget at, what time? 9 o'clock this morning. We're about 14 minutes away. I'm going to put the spotlight on the year 1975. Now, check this out. Crazy story. Birds are getting drunk on fermented berries in Texas. So if you see a drunk bird, it's not because he's been drinking Coronas or Modelos or whatever. It's because he's been eating fermented berries, whatever that means. You know what? I did see a drunk bird the other day. That bird was on the telephone line. He was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and somebody yelled at me, "Hey, Robert, what are you looking at?" I told him, "A rockin' robin." Nah, that wasn't funny, right? Not funny whatsoever. All right, what about that other bird that didn't talk? He would never talk. And they told me, "What kind of bird is that, Robert?" A hummingbird? Either, right? Okay. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, let's forget about that stuff. Here we go. I'm talking to you guys, and my phone's going off. Google, how can I help you? Look here, man, I wasn't talking to you. Man. Get the hell out of here, pinche Google cabrón. Now, check this out. A man who got drunk ended up going to a place downtown where he lives and changed his name to Celine Dion. Why would you do that? Why would you change your name to Celine Dion? Out of all the names, change it to Robert Rivas or Double R Radio, right? James Brown, Rick James. But a man went and changed his name while being drunk and put his name down as Celine Dion. Now that he's sober, he says he did what he did, and he's going to keep the name. There you go. That's plain stupidity, man. It really, really is. Let's see here what's going on. Don't want to miss anybody. Good morning, shout out to Double R Radio sponsor, Deborah Camarillo, Anaheim, California. Good morning, me California girly. Patty Cepeda. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Anyways, where are we at? How much time do I have? Let me see here. Do I have time for one more story? I got time for one more story. Only I don't have a story for you. Only I don't have a story for you. Let me get some coffee and I'll figure one out. Yes, I will. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. There was a show that came out 2 or 3 years ago on Showtime called Dexter. Have y'all heard of this? Dexter. It's about a nice, simple guy who likes chopping up people. I'm quite like, wow, smiley, nice guy on the police force. Mind you, he's a cop. But yet, he's a smiley, friendly guy there to serve the public. But at night, he's chopping up people. And I'm like, man, really, I'm not into the slash them, cut them, pull their hearts out. I'm not that kind of a guy. I'm just, I'm just not that kind of a guy. I like a simple movie, a nice little drama, comedy, right? I like documentaries, things like that. But to slash them, kill them, I'm gonna pull your heart out right in front of you. That's not me, man. That's not me. I just don't do that. So I'm gonna kind of keep on watching it and see how good it gets. Yesterday I watched 2 episodes, and you're probably going, Robert, we didn't know you had Showtime. I don't. I'm watching it illegally. There's nothing like watching a show illegally. I'm serious, man. That's the truth. There's nothing like watching TV and you're watching illegal cable and you hear in your door, Robert Rivas. And we're like, lower the volume. Lower the volume. Hey, man. Lower the Spectrum. Lower the volume. Shh. Right? We know you're watching illegal cable. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Fire Stick. I got my Fire Stick on right now, so I'm not watching no illegal cable. No, I would never do that. I used to do illegal stuff back in my younger days. Not no more. No more illegal cables. There you go. Right? You know, it's unreal how prices on pay-per-view events have changed. They really, really have. Now to watch a pay-per-view boxing or UFC is like $100, man. That's crazy. $100 to watch a pay-per-view event. Really, man, I start breaking it down like my dad would. Let me see here. $100. I can buy a loaf of bread, un saco de papas, una docena de blanquillos. Let me see, I can buy a pack of bologna, pack of ham, some frozen pizzas, a case of Michelob Ultra. Really, you can buy a lot of stuff with $100 at the groceries or spend it on a pay-per-view event. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend it on groceries, and I'll watch the pay-per-view illegally. Hey, man, it is what it is. They force us to do that. Maybe if they would go down on their prices, maybe we wouldn't be forced to watch it illegally. That's what it's all about. Anyways, where are we at? 8:51, getting ready to put the spotlight on the year 1975. Let's keep it going. Let's do something by Midland. Good morning. How we doing, everybody? Wednesday morning it is. I got to get ready here, man. We're going to go back in time to the year 1975. Join me now, robertrivasradio.com. Simple, robertrivasradio.com. Just click on that media player button. It's all free. Join me now, and we're going to put the spotlight on the year 1975. Let me hit a button here. Here we go. I'm going to hit this button here. It says end video. Before I end the video, 1 second here. Don't want to miss anybody. Good morning, shout out to Michelle Cohen. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, shout out, and congratulations going out to Sean Zambrano Gonzalez, Texas, who says, hey, Robert, can you send a shout out to my beautiful wife? There we go, Gracie Zambrano. They got married this past Saturday. Congratulations, amigo, and I do mean that from the bottom of my heart. There we go. Congratulations, brother. Let's get back to the morning show. Join me now, robertrivasradio.com. We're going to go back to the year 1975. Good morning, shout out to Mary Estrada. Morning show time. Órale.